Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Friday, guys. Obviously, that's a good thing because it's Friday, basically the weekend. But on top of that, a new episode of My Adventures with Superman is here. Oh my god, I love this show. The more I've thought about it, and the fact that I'm now patiently, well, not really patiently, waiting for a new episode to drop, kind of proves to me this epiphany that I had a couple days ago after watching episode 3. That this show is literally one of my favorite new shows over the last couple of years. Now, obviously, there's a lot of shows that I've released that I have not checked out, but in terms of the ones I have seen over the last couple of years, in terms of new content, this is honestly one of my favorites. I love this show. I love the fact that it's trying to do something a little bit different in terms of the origin of Superman, and I just love the dynamic between Clark, Lois, and Jimmy. I just love what they're doing with this series. Now, obviously, it's not traditional in a sense in terms of what we would expect from a Superman origin. There are, of course, some stuff that we're clearly going to see, but they're going in different directions with certain characters and certain origins, essentially. I just love what they're doing. And I love the fact that it's anime style. I love the fact that it's different, you know, because we've already had an amazing Superman animated series in the 90s, of course, connected to all the other DC Universe animated stuff and all that kind of stuff like Batman, Justice League, and all that kind of stuff. So I like the fact in this case, we're getting another Superman animated show, and it's different. It's unique in a sense. So I can't wait to see what they do with episode 4. I'm ready, guys. I cannot wait any longer. So I think it's pretty much dropped now. So let's jump into it now, guys. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
Superman is a liar.
What? Oh, this. I forgot.
Clark. Who is Superman?
It's right next to you.
Well, maybe he's a nice guy who has powers and just wants to use them to help as many people as he can. UFO sighting. Miracles in the heartland.
What?
What is this?
There's nothing about Superman online or in any reputable papers. Together, we will
find him.
Come upstairs with me.
Oh.
Now shut up. I'm about to be nice.
Really?
You keep telling me you want to be reporters. Loudly, repeatedly. Dr. Ivo, CEO of Amazo Tech.
Oh.
Amazo Bone, he's the most eligible bachelor in the city. So, Cat's writing an interest piece on him. He's storing a gala for his investors tonight. Our first assignment from the chief! Don't call me chief. And it's
Chief.
just for tonight.
anything you want, Chief. Yes.
A picture of the whole place. This one's Wally 60 and this one's
Kansas Flame. Oh no.
this one is the coolest light.
What do you think?
Oh, he's like,
Almost like
An awesome evening with three best friends.
sure.
All right, Cat prepared questions for us, so I can take half and you'll throw them
Out.
away. Okay,
Yeah, throw 'em out.
bye.
There is the CEO of Galaxy Communications.
Do you have a comment on your recent bribery charges? Where did the campaign money go? Lois, please, you're gonna get us thrown out.
Senator Sackett. Lois Lane, the Daily Planet. Do you have a comment on the allegations?
Oh no.
A photographer? Thank goodness. The old
Oh,
Christmas
goodness.
gang is here, and Omega.
Are you aware of corruption? I think I'm on the wrong card.
I'm sorry. Can we get a picture with your fish eye lens?
Yes.
You know the fisheye lens?
Also have a UV light.
Oh.
Ma'am, for the Daily Planet, can you comment on...
Lois is trying, like, you're being too aggressive up front.
We have a golden opportunity here to write a story that matters.
And we will. I'm gonna go back to Miss Grant's cards, and I'll take the next person who comes in. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Put your hands together for Dr. Ivo!
thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Oh, and
Kind of like a version of Tony, and essentially Tony Stark.
Okay, my assistant,
As we reveal the latest from Amazo Tech.
Okay.
enjoy the canopies. What I'm about to unveil. Thank you. Thank you. The tech I'm about to debut.
Won't change anything.
Yeah.
The
Won't
latest
change
profit
anything.
numbers are non-existent, Tony.
Yeah, you
Tony.
can't vote me out of my own company. A grand unveiling of our newest product. It will redefine
Okay.
humanity and all the money problems. What are you, a linebacker? Huh? Huh? Think fast. Huh? Ow! Ow!
Ooh.
Wow!
Ow. Ugh.
Oh, I'll give you the juicy deets for that Bachelor article. And if you forget anything you might have overheard between me and Curtis, we can introduce you.
Well, I'd say your company displaced an entire neighborhood in a real estate deal connected to the Gaza crime family. Is that what you'd like to focus on?
Hey, you know what? Let's just escort you to the press section.
The press section. Oh.
I don't know know if I should let you back in. I mean, you don't follow the cards, you don't stick to the assignments.
And I don't even meet the dress code anymore.
I've ripped enough blazers running after stories that I'm always prepared.
Oh, okay, that's good. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
So,
Of course. Interrupted again. Dad. Oh, Dad?
it's my
Dad?
Oh, I'm...
My whole life, he's kept things to his chest. His job, where we were moving next when I was a kid. Clark, it's been a year and I'm still an intern. I couldn't even get anyone to talk to me tonight. I became a reporter to do work that matters.
That matters.
Every time
But
I
you were being really aggressive, so...
You've changed my life for the better, Lois. In every possible way. Actually, there's something I've been wanting to say. Something
It's not gonna happen.
I need to tell you.
No.
Lois,
And it's all Superman's fault.
What?
Lois, yeah, looks like it was just stuck.
Whoa.
Alex, if you make me late, so help me, I will ruin your life. But with this, I'll shut everybody up. Now, the Parasite 1.0.
Parasite? Oh, shit.
The safest city in America.
This is bad,
Now,
this is
we're in
bad.
the midst of a crime wave like nothing before. He just wants to help.
He does.
Can we really trust a stranger to help us for free? Of course we can't. How about you?
Holy shit.
Where's Clark? I thought he was with you.
What do you mean?
He was just there.
Right here.
Nope.
Clark?
Oh.
We're trapped.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. I love that. Yep, save him.
I don't know what's going on here, but you need to
Well.
let these people go.
Whoa, what?
Whoa, what?
And lose my audience right when the main attraction arrives?
Whoa.
That's right, folks. Strength, speed, and durability equal to his.
Damn. Oh.
He tries to fight back. The suit absorbs that
Shit,
kinetic energy
shit.
and redirects it. And while the parasite runs off the energy it absorbs, you know, I built this company myself.
But you didn't. That wasn't your tech, though. Come on.
I am not letting you interrupt Dr.
Go, Lois.
You're like
Go,
so hard.
Lois. Good stop. Okay. Well.
I'm better than you.
Well. Fail.
I don't have to be better than you. I just have to stop supplying you with power.
Exactly. And yep. Oh. Did he save him? No. Oh God. Dude.
Angle.
There's no angle. You did this to yourself.
Dr. Ivo, look around you. Is it that hard to believe that some people just want to help? Once we get the photos, we'll have our story.
You know, when I was getting ready, I kept wondering if this counted as a date.
What did you decide?
Oh.
Walk me back, Smallville.
With 3 best friends.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I feel bad for Jimmy. I do.
What is this?
The ripped. Oh, the ripped page. Oh no. Oh no.
Huh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Shit. I didn't even think about that. In episode 4, she finds out. In episode 4, what?
Clark Kent is super?
Oh shit. Oh my. No, I don't want it to end. This episode solidifies what I was saying in the intro, that this is one of my favorite shows. This is seriously one of my new favorite shows. I love it so much. That ending just amped up and made this episode so much better, because after everything that happened with Lois and Jimmy helping Superman, Clark, against this version of Parasite, Dr. Ivo, and all that kind of stuff, and then they walk home together. Like, well, he walked her back to the office or whatever and gave her his jacket and all that, not realizing that he had the paper that he ripped out and everything from that, like those tabloids or whatever, the flying Kansas boy. I don't even think about that. But like, they're connected, they're getting closer. He almost revealed himself earlier when we were talking about her father, which I was like, are they ever going to address that? People are saying, are they ever going to address General Lane in the show? And they did a little bit. All that. She's typing this stuff up. Oh, all this stuff on the floor because Jimmy knocked it over when he had his like camera bags and he was turning around or whatever. He's like, look at all this stuff I have. And then she's picking it all up and realized the ripped page. And then she finds the missing, the mystery of the flying Kansas boy. That's what it is. And she rearranges the whole thing and then she fucking puts it together. She puts together Clark and Superman. Because throughout this episode, it opens with her saying that he's lying or whatever, he was dodging questions. Then she was mentioning how Superman, this whole Superman thing is really throwing her off. So she's like really bound and determined to try to get to the truth, and now she figures it out. And of course it cuts. Of course it cuts. Because at the end of episode 3 last week, it ends with her saying, yeah, I interviewed Superman to Clark, but he's lying. He's not telling the truth. And then it ends here with her figuring it out. Now, my guess is that Clark is going to somehow downplay this and that she'll actually think, okay, maybe I was wrong. However, I feel like there's no going back. I feel like there's no way he can get out of this. I feel like he's going to try his best to, try to make it seem that he's not Superman, and then eventually he has to reveal himself. I'm guessing that's what's going to have to happen because it wasn't like, oh, I'm theorizing. But she literally, there was a shot because when you see those visions, when she's like thinking it through, to me, there is no question because it shows a shot of Superman and then immediately a shot of him with his glasses and his hair is a little bit different because he's not flying, but it's exact. To me, that screams there is no going back. He's going to try to deny it, or maybe he does it. Maybe they're going to go the route of literally he will admit it when she confronts him. Maybe she doesn't confront him right away in episode 5. But still, this is some crazy shit. I love it. Now, besides all that, which is all great, I cannot wait to see what they do. So, Dr. Ivo got tech. Now, I think throughout the rest of the season, or at least I'm assuming for the majority of the rest of the episodes, we're going to be seeing how different individuals got the tech from their version of Livewire in the show. Because she just sent it around everywhere. I'm assuming Slade, even though they didn't reveal it, because they had other things to get to in terms of Lois figuring it out, Clark or Superman. But I'm guessing that Slade is the one who took all the tech and stuff and everything that was there, because he was the one who took, of course, the siblings last week, of course, and one of them being a version of a Silver Banshee, took them and their tech. So I'm assuming he went and took all of Dr. Ivo's tech. But he had this grand party, and Perry actually sent all 3 of them. Now, here's the thing. Lois was really upset, and I get it, because she wants questions, and she wants to be a real journalist, because she didn't want to join the Daily Planet to do puff pieces and to do basically just basic journalism where you're not really actually investigating, you're just going to like parties and asking basic questions. So she's like, I'm not going to read off Kat's questions. I'm going to ask the hard-hitting questions about corruption and money laundering and all this kind of stuff, like all this stuff that, is the negative side and the bad side and criminal side of things. But she's being too aggressive. I think Clark, his point about we should stick with these certain questions and we will eventually build up to that, because you don't start off with saying, so what about this corruption? Hey, I got a question, screaming at them. What about this? What about this? What about this? And it's like, So I feel like she was just being a little too much. But I get her point, because she finally got this opportunity. It's not like she's going behind Perry's back like she has been doing. She actually was told to go, but she didn't follow the guidelines. But Clark tried as well. That was uncomfortable. He tried to ask questions that he actually really got in Dr. Ivo's face after hearing him threaten one of the guys part of the board or whatever that were going to vote him out. Because apparently Dr. Ivo, he was apparently broke. And then he was using the Parasite, as his means to change things around. We can all be the Superman. Now, I like the design of the Parasite. When he put the chest piece on, and then it actually formed like a Parasite around him. And what I thought was interesting too was that Parasite, essentially the actual like armor and the actual entity or whatever in terms of being a part of Dr. Ivo, the backfire was pretty bad, by the way, in terms of when it completely like changed him or whatever at the end there when it was starting to crush in on himself. But the fact is, it was this armor suit, and then it started to grow, right? It started to turn into something else, like a parasite would. It continues to morph and evolve. So it was based off of Superman's fighting back, like him punching it, and then it can revert that power back. Heat vision reverts it right back. And then Clark started to realize, after a certain point, if you don't give it energy, don't give it power, it can't sustain it because it's going to continuously build it up. So it started to reverse itself because he wasn't fighting back. Because ultimately, I'm thinking, I don't know what they're going to do in terms of how he's going to be able to defeat, Parasite here, Dr. Ivo, but it's got to be something unique. It can't be just like, he keeps throwing him or whatever, or doing certain moves that he can't counter or he can't absorb power. So in a sense, there was no fighting. He literally just kept dodging and dodging and dodging and just blocking and not giving power back. And then eventually kept reverting back and back, and then eventually started to crush on himself. And then at the end there, he's like, he's like grabbing at him, and he's like a frail old man now, and his one eye is all messed up and shit. Well, both eyes are kind of messed up in different ways. But then he's saying, how could you do all this? Like, he was like questioning Superman, because he was questioning that thing when he was presenting the parasite. Is he really, do we want to trust a stranger protecting us, all that kind of stuff? Like, yeah, not you. Because even the guy who was helping Dr. Ivo, who was being treated like crap, things, Alex or whatever that guy's name was, he said that, during the testing, people got really aggressive, and that's exactly what happened to Dr. Ivo. His aggression took over when he was fused with the parasite, essentially. Not good. But Superman just kept dodging, and then it reverted back and he saved him. But then, he was asking, and Superman's like, look all around you. Like, I'm actually here to help people. And there actually are good people that are here to help. It's in his own way that it basically said that, because I guess Dr. Ivo, he just couldn't wrap his head around, like, how could this guy that we don't know be helping us? So it's pretty intense shit. Overall, this was a really, really good episode, and it was good even before the ending, because I like the fact that, hey, because what's really good about this show, because see, My Adventures with Superman could easily just be a show focusing on Clark being Superman and some Daily Planet stuff. We're getting a lot of Daily Planet stuff, a lot of it, and I like the fact we're still continuing the kind of, personality-wise in terms of Jimmy, because he is a giant conspiracy theorist. Like, let's read all these different tabloids, and if Lois even caves in and starts reading it, because there isn't real reporting on Superman as of yet, so let's try to find stuff. And I'm guessing, because I even mentioned this in the first episode, where the opening of the first episode of the show, the part one of the pilot, when Clark first gets his powers, saving that woman and baby in her car that was going to a tree, and his powers manifested, he's floating up there. It's like, you better be careful. Turns out people did take photos. People have taken photos of him, which is kind of crazy. So there's been this mystery surrounding it. I don't know. And the thing is, they've never actually addressed it until this point, that's actually been happening. So I'm curious, how long has he known that people have been taking photos of the mysterious flying boy in Kansas? I'm guessing he's known for a while. Maybe he really didn't pay attention to it. But I was like, he better be careful. And look at that. People actually got photos of him when he was a kid, flying around, floating. It's crazy. But anyways, great episode. I hate the fact we had to wait another week, but man, this show is so good. And I wish we could just binge it all at once. I would love to binge all of it at once. But at the same time, I do like the anticipation, the building up of the next episode. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the reaction. Can't wait to see it. I can't wait to check out the next one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, you guys, about this episode. It was really, really good. I can't wait to see what happens next week. I'm so excited. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.